Uh, yeah. Ooh-wee. What up, everybody? Freestyle Fresh. In the place to be. It's Wednesday, the 21st of January. Helluva Hump Day. It's day, what? 3, 4. Since Kobe deployed. I wish he had an ejector seat that was weak. Man, didn't want to speak, but I had to, especially on camera. Let everybody know how we's feeling around these parts. He took the part of a villain. When the 8 turned to 24, all you had to know is it's gonna be 3 times more. The potential as the original. So many carbon copies. Wait, not really. Can anybody fill these shoes? I don't know, but you're gonna have to show and prove what they do. Yeah. Man, I'm back, episode 21. Appreciate y'all. This is the front-facing camera, so I don't even really. This is weird. Can't see myself. I don't know if I'm in frame exactly. I've got a mirror behind. Anyway. It's BTS. You don't have to worry about that. Yeah, still, I said day 4 because that's really, that's how I feel. Like I'm still, I don't know. I'm still on this after the, tomorrow will be the true test. Thursday, I really should turn a corner by then. But somebody said something that really, I want to say struck a chord, but really struck a nerve. It's probably more accurate. They said that they were drinking soda. And they were like, ooh, this is not consistent with the Mamba mentality. Kobe would not be drinking this disgusting, sugary grape drink. Whatever he said it better than I did. But yeah, I've been feeling that. Like he said somebody's self-esteem was struggling. And I had a wave of positivity, and I'm like, if you see Kobe as Batman, it's a lot of Robins that are getting ready. They're being called up, and I hear it. Like the people that in my circle that it struck, it is having an overall positive and motivating effect, right? That galvanizing effect that people talk about surrounding directly after circumstances of a tragedy. I'm not gonna go down the list, but there are certain things that capture everyone's attention for a while, and everyone is galvanized around a singularity, right? And it's net positive, but it's still a growing pain. It's still a pain factor for sure. And the Kobe system, the Mamba mentality, these are almost inachievable goals, I feel like, for myself. Like it's an ideal that does not make me feel good about my reality. And that's something I struggle with a lot, is reality versus idealism to some degree, whether it's between me and another party, whether it's between me and myself. It's like a struggle, a head and heart kind of a battle. And biphasal sleep patterns, like optimizing his time and his body, his own human resource to the utmost, and not a second unaccounted for. Somebody said that he would take, 2 weeks off after a season, after winning a championship, right? So after playing for June, 3 months longer, 2 months longer than most everybody else in the league, right? Because if you're done when the season is done, you've done your 82 games and you take your 6-week vacation or more, go back to camp. I don't know how these things work. I'm not a professional athlete. But I heard a story about Kobe taking 2 weeks off, and I thought about it, and I was like, he might have had to even get talked up to that. Maybe he was like, nah, 72 hours. You know, my fascia, my muscles have had time to recover. It's time to get back to work. You know, and his family was probably like, bruh, bruh, you could take the whole summer off and be great. You know, use the first half of the season as, you know, as your camp. But he didn't. He put, you know, pedal to the metal, regardless. Always go. Always go. Always redlining. And then I heard from his mouth, I heard Kobe say, you know, on a recording that he, when he was doing his last season, right, like his victory lap, shout out to Nipsey, and he was getting love. He's like, all these arenas I would go to before and get booed heavily, like I loved it. I would thrive off it. I would feed off of it, use it as fuel. He's like, that last one around, the hate turned to love. And at first I was like, ooh, weird, what is this? But then it started to feel good, you know. So it was interesting, you know, following his career and just being a fan from a distance, to watch him soften. But he didn't, like, it was right on time, you know, like he didn't, never in front of any competitor, you know, up until the very, 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 very end. Last 10 seconds of the season. But after basketball, you know, starting to open up and show that relaxed family do. I don't know. I'm about to go way off on a tangent. But I don't like to be in overdrive. I don't like to go fast. I like to go slow. You know? Think fast, move slow. Kobe was a think fast, move fast, react fast, heal fast, plan fast, everything fast. So that in the final determining seconds of a contest, it could be slow. And I don't know, man. I see people like a New Year's reset. I'm going to get up early. I'm going to work out. I'm going to do X, Y, Z. You know, planning and executing. Like, what would Kobe do? WWKD. And it is not wrong. That is a very rational, reasonable, and productive way to view this thing. And this is about incremental improvement through consistency, observation, reflecting, right? Closing the loop, if you will. Who watches film? Who watches game tape? And there's an equivalent, right? We're not professional basketball players, athletes. We have no game film to review from all these different angles, can slow it down, zoom in. We don't have that. But we do have key metrics that we can revisit or we can stay blind to. That's your call. But I guess that was something I was struggling with, was like definitely being motivated and pulled by that ideal, but to what is that statement? Shoot for the moon, land among the stars, which is physically and metaphysically incorrect. But you get the point, right? Just aim for greatness and you might be significantly above average. I don't know. 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 But that's okay. Shout out to J Bizness for this fire beat that I got on repeat. Don't do it just us. Be on the steps, just us. You could be the Batman and then looking for a thrill in the North Shore corner, Park Hill, thinking about the place the Bronx. Well, never mind. I guess you had to be there, or at least hear what I heard, and then astral project yourself into another side of the country. I digress a little bit. I mostly go off on tangents. Fork in the road was bananas. I seen somebody cut a banana with a needle and thread. I used to watch Mr. Rogers for my head and for my heart, but now instead I compartmentalize everything down to the miles that I drive. I'm trying to realize that there's things to do in my time. You can't hit rewind or reset, but you can hit eject. But we should just hit play and go about our business each and every single day. Affirmations, common sense, a list, and some confidence will propel you to new heights, just like the Red Bull apocalypse. See you tomorrow. Peace and love, family. Peace and love. Whew. Front-facing cameras is probably trash, wasn't it?